please remember to hit the like button for me. My good people, thank you very much. Hope everybody is doing well. Like and share the video coming through the door.
Because I have to be this morning, and emphasis played a source of money laundering. Go on running lights. If you look at the strict, particularly
something to make this more of a reality for the Ministry of. One of the reasons why it's room for us to.
How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Welcome, 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 guys. How are you doing? Here we go. I think he's right here.
Commissioner come, but I don't come forward, but I want the question of answer password.
Yes, this is it.
No means that.
More here before. More I get the context of this. I want to get to the context of this. Let me turn on my Bluetooth.
Bluetooth mode. That's what very. But so far we have had a good.
This would be a question for you, World Commissioner, but yesterday we saw in Manchester another
this so low.
vehicle, the demonstration.
No man, I go play for somebody else.
Policemen on the scene for little brought up recently.
The team, National Security Council examined the problem. It has wide implications. And
man, I gotta go somewhere. Them people are, them something so low. Them low, brother. You know what I'm saying? After 5% never feel me yet. Yo, big up after 5%, man. Cause me want to know what kind of low business that them have. People tap up the screen for me and I know something late in them, man. Oh God, man. We're here to talk about the recent happenings with the police commissioner.
Give this order. Mr. When
Unexplained.
I couldn't stop shit me.
Unexplained wealth order is difficult to implement. You know, so them people are criminal. Whole lot of them are criminal.
My wisdom is
can't believe this.
That
we cannot invest
that them are run from district of
people.
And people only for wake up, you know. Labor right. Channel me people.
How far news this? Nationwide? Boy? Them two things I forgot to talk about, brother. Cause this one is beyond me. I can't believe what I just see a while ago. I must joke them I make. Nationwide. Nationwide. Alright. Latest news. I don't see none of my people in coming in chat yet. Oh, maybe because I'm not sure it. My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad, y'all. My bad. Nobody gets my notifications anymore. I just remembered. Oh, my bad. Please share the live for me. Alright? Nobody gets my notifications anymore. That's the problem. That's the issue. Everybody that is coming on the live are new people. So welcome to the new people. My name is Bolo VNR. VNR stands for Views and Opinions. My views and opinions, my views and responses. My views and reactions. I'm a reaction channel. And whatever platform, I have Bolo VNR. There's Bolo VNR 2.0, which is this one. I have Bolo VNR clips, and I also have Bolo TBV. That's throwback videos. We haven't gotten to the throwback videos as yet. It's very time consuming, you know. Anyway, yeah. Let me just send this out to these people. I am live right now. Please be patient with me, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it's kind of messed up to start and then, You know, people just coming in don't understand where we're at, and you know what I mean. So I appreciate the ones that are patient, and even the ones that aren't. Trust me, I understand. You're just gonna move on to something else. I hope to see you back here, and I am truly sorry, and I apologize if you just have to go. All right, that is the best I can offer you at the moment. And you know how as this live is scheduled for 6, you know. I rescheduled it for 6, so I'm actually technically not late because I was already late. I didn't want to be double late again, doing all of these things and forgetting that I didn't go live. You understand what I'm saying? So again, I apologize. Police probing shopkeepers unaliving caught on CCTV camera. Whoa. All right. Police rescue abducted woman. 2 abductors unalive in confrontation. A woman was rescued by the police after she was abducted by armed men, you know, in Grangeville, Westmoreland on Thursday. So these armed men did not shoot back. Why they never say a shootout? It was a confrontation. During the rescue operation, 2 of the women's suspected abductors were unalived in an alleged confrontation with the police. The police say the woman was saved unharmed. Nationwide understands the woman's abduction was orchestrated by an incarcerated gang leader. It seems like everything's attached to gangs nowadays, isn't it? Very interesting. Reports are about 6 Thursday morning. The woman was abducted after a road on which she was driving was blocked with log by the men. Ratted. So the man is sophisticated. The woman was reportedly taken from her car blindfolded, taken to a 2-bedroom board house in the neighborhood parish of Hanover. So you tell me, say, criminal and abduct people and carry them in a board house. Alright. The police acting on intelligence conducted a rescue operation. Reports are during the operation, a gun battle. Okay, a gun battle ensued. Okay. And 2 of the alleged abductors were fatally shot. It's understood 2 other men who have been described as known violence producers. That's a new one. Known violence producers. It's understood 2 other men who had been described as known violence producers escaped during the crossfire. Oh! So everybody know that. Alright, this is a story that makes sense right now. This is a story that makes sense. The police say 2 firearms were seized following the operation. Alright, congratulations to the police for this operation. Cheers. Cheers to the police. Well done. And we're going to move on. That's all I got to say. I got nothing else to say. Nothing. I ain't got nothing else to say, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing else to say. Caribbean Union of Teachers support JTA stance on JTC bill. So, ladies and gentlemen, just you know, this is not the main conversation, but it's in the news. And I haven't really spoken about it, but you see that the teachers have taken a strong stance in regards to what's going on with the JTC bill. And even the Caribbean teachers are making their voices be heard. So you know how the government is, the Jamaica Labour Party, they are tone deaf, you know. So they won't be listening to the teachers because they have their own agenda, which is total control. And that means taking control from everybody else as a dictator does. And of course, you know, the PNP has to come and fix that where we have democracy again. Let's move on. Independent School Association has no issue with the JTC bill. Independent, huh? I see why. Police CCTV and body cam command center closed to be fully operational. Wow. The convenience of all of this. Now it's closed to be fully operational. So are you telling us that all the police will be wearing body-worn cameras? And what is close? What does close mean? Is it close like close to December of this year, close to June, close to February of next year. What is close? What is close? Does that really say anything? But let's go into the article and see if we can see a date on it, yes? The state of the art command control community center is close to being fully operational. The so-called C5 center is designed to effectively manage and analyze data from CCTV and body-worn cameras. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says the center will be instrumental in the government's plan to expand the surveillance network across the island. Listen.
What is happening here in terms of the cameras will be fed into
Lolly.
our national strategic coordination of the cameras and other sensors that are deployed across Jamaica. So that C5 center is very close to being operational. Cost a significant amount of resources. We have funded it. So we're not just talking about security, we are putting it in. And this is only the beginning. Over the next 3 years, we will add 2,500 cameras across Jamaica island-wide. Already, 500 of those have been earmarked for Portmore, Old Harbour, Port Antonio. We are building out a national infrastructure of safety.
Andrew Holness was speaking at Tuesday's commission of the Jamaica Eye Control Center in Olympic Gardens in Kingston. The update of the C5 Center follows the news from blah, 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 blah. I want to see a date. There's no date, but let's hear this.
So all the people talking about cameras and body-worn cameras, come on, man. The government knows what it is doing. And we are moving with speed and alacrity to have it installed. You know, it is in the government's interest, in your interest, that our police officers have body-worn cameras. And as fast as possible, we want to have those deployed. But we don't want to have cameras that we put on and then it doesn't work. It's not about cameras. It's about an ecosystem where each officer can capture the situation that confronts them and have that evidence capture stored in a retrievable way, but in a secure way that it cannot be manipulated so that it reaches evidentiary standards for court proceedings. That is what we want. And so it takes time to build out that so that it has endurance. And that is what we're doing.
It sounds good, you know. It sounds good after everybody, after the whole world now is looking at you weird. And it's reaching an international level where people are looking at the police force in Jamaica in a certain way. It sounds good. It sounds good. Why you never tell everybody this? When everybody was talking about body-worn cameras, why did Horace Chang say it's not necessary? You remember that? Them things that people are fooling them. Things that people are 9-day wonder and we just forget everything, you know. It sounds good. What's up, Ivan, Joan? How you doing? It sounds good. That's why I call him a three blind mice. I'm one of the blindest one. I'm a lead everybody and him blind. That's why the thumbnail says what it says. The three blind mice, man. Trust me, man. Horace Chan come out and say, oh, no, you know, listen, that's not necessary. The body-worn cameras is not necessary. Something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing, right? That's not exactly what he said. But he was talking about, oh, the cameras would fall off on one bag of crap. Right? They made all the excuses in the world for it. They gave us the impression that they really don't want body-worn cameras to be weird. And now he's going to say, oh, no, all these people talking about body-worn cameras. Come on, man. As if people never had a legit reason to be asking for the body-worn cameras. Right? He's still not acknowledging that there's victim of police brutality, you know. He's still not acknowledging it. A damn shame it is. But let's continue. Three blind mice, man. Next article. I'm freestyling right now, guys. I'm freestyling. Trust me, this is a freestyle right here. Anyway, past that, there is a specific article that I'm looking for. Fire Brigade confirms bomb threat at St. Andrew School. Bomb threat? Bomb threat? We got bomb threat in schools now?
At approximately 9:20 this morning, we got a call from police controller at the St. Andrew School administrator from that school. A call to indicate that they have received an email indicating that there was a bomb planted at the school. We responded with 2 units after 3.5 hours. When we got there, we gave instruction for the buildings to be evacuated as a matter of protocol to ensure that the area now is being treated as a sterile area. The police have subsequently arrived on the scene to include the bomb squad. They will be doing a search of the area. So that entire area has been cordoned off. So other business establishment institutions along that stretch of road will be impacted.
Okay.
We had to close parts of Cecilia Avenue from vehicular traffic to ensure that there was no movement in that general area. The police have not completed their sweep as yet, and so we are waiting for the bomb squad and the K9 personnel to do their sweep and report back to us and their findings. So at this time, we are treating it seriously until proven otherwise.
Yeah, remember to like and share the video, guys. Thank you. If you're not yet subbed up to the platform, what you waiting on? Sub up, click the subscribe button and click all so you can get all notifications. Double tap the screen if you're using your phone. It's just like TikTok. That's how you hit the like button without seeing the like button. All right, let me see. Okay, I don't want to hear that. Snap rating search I wanted and blah blah blah. I'm quickly snapping through this, ladies and gentlemen. Information, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Yes, it is. Yeah, your wholeness. Oh, I remember the donation link is pinned at the bottom of the comment, top or bottom of the comment section, whichever. It says he's trying everything not to call the election, but he better answer out, take out the answer, better answer out the drink out the milk. There's nothing you can do. God is in control. Yeah, God is in control. Court of Appeal effectively functioning as final court. Justice McDonald Bishop. Okay. Ocelot on the loose, not Tiger Cub. Mighty God. Mayor Vernon gets extension to respond to removal of the PMP signs. Why did he get an extension? You know, we're gonna deal with that. We're gonna deal with that. We're gonna deal with that. Yeah, we're gonna deal with that right now. This situation with the political ombudsman.
Other day when them come out
of hand. But I don't see
and
this
use
article.
the majority.
I don't see this article. Unexplained wealth orders difficult to implement. That is the article I'm looking for now. Unexplained wealth orders difficult to implement. Unexplained wealth orders difficult to implement. Horace Chang. Yeah, see it here. So many. Oh, okay. Look here, myself.
An unexplained wealth order is a court directive that allows law enforcement to confiscate assets from individuals who cannot demonstrate their legal source. The government had announced plans to implement the regime as part of efforts to curb financial crimes. But after several delays, the security minister says the government deferred the plans due to constitutional concerns. Dr. Chang explained that persons cannot be investigated without an offense being committed due to the reverse burden proof being omitted from Jamaica's constitution. The reverse burden of proof is a legal concept in which the burden of proof shifts from the prosecution to the an unexplained wealth.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm being a little bit protective. But yeah, don't put your phone on your body like that. Places them when you go on here, so because of the frequency and the radiation and everything on the battery, yeah, it can cause problem over time. Anyway, back to this.
The wealth order is a court directive that allows law enforcement to confiscate assets from individuals who cannot demonstrate their legal source. The government had announced plans to implement the regime as part of efforts to curb financial crimes. But after several delays, the security minister says the government deferred the plans due to constitutional concerns. Dr. Chang explained that persons cannot be investigated without an offense being committed due to the reverse burden proof being omitted from Jamaica's constitution. The reverse burden of proof is a legal concept in which the burden of proof shifts from the prosecution to the defendant.
You know the problem with unexplained wealth order. We have laws that allow us to seize and forfeit.
First of all, this government has no regard for the Constitution. all of a sudden they do when it comes down to unexplained wealth. You know how much time PMP them got court fit. The needs was the most unconstitutional thing. But when it comes out to them being accountable for possible skullduggery and corruption, now all of a sudden, unexplained wealth orders. Oh yeah, I see what's going on here.
Forfeit goods. And we have billions of dollars of forfeit goods. But to do so, we have to identify the predicate offense. We are not able to take wealth that are without identifying a predicate offense because in the change in the amendment to the Constitution, which had widespread and laudable support, the lawyers removed from the Constitution of Jamaica reverse burden proof, which is what is used by the UK government, which is offering to investigate individuals who cannot explain their wealth. We cannot investigate anybody's wealth without an evidence that there is a predicate criminal offense. That's the reality.
Dr. Chang says the Constitution would have to be further amended to facilitate unexplained wealth orders.
Do so without evidence of criminal activity, we'll have to set up and use only intelligence, and we put that in brackets. We'll have to then organize a quasi-judicial system. His suggestion as a senior lawyer was that we get a Supreme Court judge to be like a mediator, commissioner. By the time we get that quality intelligence, we have evidence. That's just a fact. Now, if we go on, we'll have to amend the Constitution again, and that's all the too controversial, but it's removed. And thus, you have to write it in your reports. The reverse burden proof is the level, which was in the Constitution, is what could be used easily to investigate anybody who turns up with wealth that they cannot
what's up?
And charge them and forfeit it. Under our current Constitution, his right to privacy is protected in that area.
The minister says it would be difficult to pass those amendments.
Now, to set up a system to do so, you have examined it. But setting up legislation to investigate and restrict an individual without evidence that the courts accept is an extremely difficult process in Jamaican constitutional law, right? And that's the fact, and I said that the solution offered is one which the policy workers are looking at, and we'll continue to look at it because it has value, but the process will, in fact, from what we can see up to now, means that we can charge the person anyway.
Mahiri Stewart for Nationwide News.
What is so difficult for it to be implemented and you break so much of the constitutional laws? Elga says, no, very interesting. I wonder if Isaac Buchanan addressed that issue. Because Isaac did alive, you know. I wonder if Isaac addressed that issue.
Capacity. And it's a great disservice to children. It's a great disservice in roads in Norwich Heights and how you work hard. A total lie. Calling you out as a lie. And then, with all these lies, this is what you call misinformation. So let me take the opportunity to educate people, because guess what? This very week, the issue of Blue Lagoon is still right. The people who are rich women who purchase their taxis and have become taxi operators because you don't have no job for them. And because they're taxi operators, you include them in the employment rate because your stats look good. But no, just like the men, the rafters started to usher students up to secondary. No, they're driving around with truckloads of ply, concrete, and giving out and this and this. And it's Christmas season and it's not even Christmas time. But what they are not giving out is access to opportunity, and what they're not giving out is fundamental fixtures in people's lives. We had teachers that were respected. All my teachers, I respect them, even the ones that never like me. Don't like lawyer. But one day in Jamaica, real.
All right, so Isaac is on his students and teachers and education. Panda life there. Quick, even though I don't really, I skim through it, I don't really hear nothing about Chang. Which is understandable.
Well, my people, me here for drop the real news, you know.
Always a drop a real news, man. I want to talk for the press, how them think of too. Them think of too?
I talk for the press. Well, my people.
Right? Yeah.
Sorry for Una. She through the window. At first me ever see a but no so. Them are something I need to stop. Them are something I need to stop. And the police them a get away with it time after time. You understand? Some lawsuit to start lick out upon them. Some lawsuit to start lick out upon them. My wisdom warriors, hear this.
Incidents that we've seen playing out on social media where citizens being or complain, let me use the word complain, of police officers compelling them to give up the password for their cell phones. We've also seen instances where citizens are ticketed for the daylight running lights on the cars as well as the fog lamps. Can you indicate, sir, the legality of, well, I may not say the legality, but the basis on which a police officer would, for example, demand a citizen's passport to their phone, the legal basis and the basis on which a citizen is ticketed for a daylight running light?
Police not going too bad, brother.
Commissioner, don't come forward, but I want the question of ask for the password. It's wrong, but something that police will have an influence to do because scamming is what is called a problem.
So, Horace Chang seems like he is oblivious to the actual law. You hear this? You hear the question that the man asked a while ago. Speak to the law about the police demanding you opening your phone. Police is supposed to just grab your phone and take your phone and do that, you know. Assault, invasion of privacy, everything. Listen to what Horace Chang say.
Citizen is ticketed for a daylight running light on your vehicle.
Commissioner, don't come forward, but I want the question of ask for the password. It's wrong, but something that police will have a...
The man say it is wrong, and then him say, but. What the but for Horace Chang? Is it because you're Mr. WikiLeaks why you think there should be a but? If the police is wrong in taking the phone and demanding that they're giving the password and it wrong and it wrong, nothing else in it. Because I'm a police, then can just do the wrong. Because I'm a police, oh, so that's why I now back them up when they do skullduggery and foolishness. That's why they feel so good for your abuse the citizens them. Because you are the security minister, you know, and hear what you are say. Then the police commissioner will go come and say to you, say, and everybody say, legally, it is against the law. The right procedure is to get a court, something from the judge, to demand the item, to go and open and look into it. Because the reason why you have to do that, first you have to have evidence and good reason for actually go in a person's phone. There's something called privacy in general. But you are the security minister. That's why I have them on the thumbnail as the 3 blind mice. Let me tell you why them are 3 blind mice. Horace Chang appears that he doesn't know the law. Or he knows the law, but he's approaching being a security minister as a criminal. Listen to what I'm saying now. I'm not saying he's a criminal. I'm saying he's approaching being a security minister as a criminal. Mine. So, you know some police, and them do it all over the world, where them tell themselves, say, you can break a law for fix a law or fix crime. Them feel like this is the method. Them tell them it's like somebody will say, I'm going to put God in this now. God said, thou shalt not fornicate, and you're supposed to marry and rate. Whatever, we are going to work with that. All right. Some people go suburbs now, them find a girl, do them thing, and then tell them, say, no man, God not going to send me for that, man. Because man do worse things than that. The Bible said there's a way that seems righteous unto the man, but in the eyes of God, a total damnation. The police, they make you see a mistake when they do their work. Them feel like say the criminal them know, because them analyze picnic and them analyze woman and all like vicious things them when them do. Them supposed to take it up and feed themselves to be God. And eliminate them without them getting a day in court. That is the issue. That is the issue. They are no different from the criminals when them do that, brother and sister. Them is the same as the criminal. They're not different. Them breaking the law because there's something in the Constitution that gives every citizen right to life. are the most important part of the Constitution, that the right to life. You have to have a clear, cogent reason why you honor life as a citizen, as a police. Thus is the reason why the JFJ got protest the other day for the police then wear body-worn cameras. Because we need accountability. We have enough evidence to show that too many police are being caught unaliving the people them. She gonna use the bathroom. Being caught unaliving the people them. There's two main instances. You know, remember the one where them never know so the camera there and then carry you out behind the sink and you only hear pow pow, and that was it. The man walk normal, the police walk normal after that, and then they report them say a shootout. You remember that one there? Then the same thing happen again. One CTC camera see about 3 police or 2 police unalive 3 youth in a Migla street. One of them get shot in the leg, and if I never feel camera, what I hear, I same thing they put shootout. Not a shootout, them execute the youth them. So these are the things that show you say the man them need to wear body-worn cameras. Period. We don't trust them. I don't trust them. Do you? Do you feel safe going out on the road? That I used to be a party man. I not do that again. I don't want them on no road. Certain hours and talk about party and you go to some place and then I want dark and police stop you and they not depend that. It thing get away, brother. Jamaica is not the same. You hear me I tell you? It is not the same. I don't know about y'all, but I don't depend that. You see me? The man move dangerous, brother. And then the uniform now is the next thing where a man can easily, because my mother a dressmaker. Me no tailor. Me can make one police uniform easy and just go up on the road and everybody think me a police. It easy for camouflage a police uniform. Easy. Easy. Sherry, of course, I am in Jamaica. Don't you see the red and the green and the gold? That's a Rasta right there. I'm in Jamaica. Don't you see the zinc? Look at the zinc right there. You see that? That's Jamaica right there. Beat and cheat. It easy, bro. A blue then wear, bro. That blue that easy if you go in that place and just buy. Beat and teach. Easy, bro. If a man want to act like him at the police, it is easy to do that. You have, alright, me have a brethren. I'm not going to say him name. But you see where him dress, people always mistake him for a detective. Roe Washington, big up. Clive Vendetta, big up. Me have a brethren, I tell him I have a brethren in the dog. The man shaving head ball, you know. The man clean down yourself, you know. Brother, everywhere man go town, maybe everywhere in the world and people think him man a police. The way he walk, yo, the man just have a detective look, bro. Them no police stop them man, yo, them man there try police say, yo, I want squaddy. Man, believe when me tell you. And him not try. So imagine them a uniform where police they have now. A easy thing, bro. Easy thing, man, they can just camouflage the police them, brother. Uniform. That's our next problem again. So now, yeah, imagine. Look at the situation that happened with the UK girl then. Yeah, did you guys listen to what she said? The man them take the driver and carry him gone over one corner. That's not standard procedure. Money them a look. This is why we need the body-worn cameras them. You know here? We need them. And the man them go play it off like say, yo, it's nothing. No, bro, it is something. But back to Horace Chang. We're going to tell you, say, yo, it is wrong, but Horace Chang, you need to calm down. Horace Chang, you need to calm down. You cannot be the security minister and I say, it is wrong to take the people in phone and demand them password and then I use but. There's no but. It's wrong. Full blur, not stop. Boop. Right there, so no but nothing. It's wrong, Horace Chang. It is the law, Horace Chang. You're the security minister. You're supposed to uphold the law where the boat come in. And the money upon our national plot, a JIS. Yo, Jamaica Information Service. The world, I see this, you know? A security minister said it is wrong, but because of scamming. No but no day in it, brother. No but no in it. You do the right thing and follow the right procedure that police supposed to do because you know the example for we the citizens. So, alright. If the citizen then goes so bad, some man come grape all a girl in a community and the man say jungle justice. Una go send him to prison in a car. He wrong. The man forget him day in a court or the woman forget him day in a court, whatever the case might be. By the law, it is the law. So what kind of message you send to his citizens in my country? Because you not like this a crime, yeah, and that the crime there. You not go bend the rules to stop the crime and break the law to stop the crime. People, this is the leadership we have. We don't need to ball out. You understand? And get them out. May I tell you, you know normal. Eh? Pink? Hold on there. You know what's possible say me have what kind of pink something? Oh? No. No, sir. Look on the ground. Look on the ground.
Password. It's wrong, but something that police have an influence to do because scamming is what is causing a problem.
It is wrong, but it's something that the police. But scamming is the problem. What? Orange Strong, you need to come down, brother. Listen to you, Commissioner of Police. Orange Strong, sit down.
Right, good question. Thank you for those questions because they give me the opportunity to speak on them. Let me first say there's a process. There's a process, and the process certainly is not coercing someone on that scene to give up their password. There's a process, and it is a court order has to be made, and so it is not right. It's not legal. Let me just say that clear. And we have since communicated to our members.
No, Commissioner of Police, your time now. It is wrong. But you have since communicated to the police. Yo, all you turn on police. All you turn on police. You know, like, that one part of the course of the day where you learn the law. Or you enforce something where you don't learn. Make it make sense. Or you enforce something that you don't learn. I now say police them gonna know every law in the book that I feel lawyer them. But basic law. If you're in one area where you want traffic police, you're supposed to know traffic law. If you are dealing with criminal, you're supposed to know criminal law. Brethren. Or if you are dealing with scammer, you're supposed to know the law that we have to deal with fraud. And you're supposed to know the Constitution too. Because that's one of the main law, top law that. How do you become a police without knowing the law? Mr. Kevin Blake, are you telling us? Am I to assume that you guys are preparing police to be police without really preparing them? They are unprepared to do their job properly. You have to now communicate to them. After a question was asked about the situation that is happening now in the streets too much. Because it busts out and it comes on camera and they immediately and it go viral. You have since communicated to the police them say them not supposed to ask nobody or demand nobody to open them blurt not phone. What can go so? In the great words of Damian Crawford, me never seen nothing like this in my life. Brother, that is like somebody telling me, say, alright. Me hire one carpenter for do one job. And him come do the job. But he miss one key part of the mathematics for the job. And then the brother at the contractor say, you know, we have since communicated with him that this is the right way to do the job. Brother, wanna make it make sense now, bro. Brother, when me hear man say some head start hurting me, I say, yo, I want to go live same time. I no longer want to do the live, yeah. I want to go live same time when me hear man say, but I say, I can't do it because everybody talk about it. So I go wait till tomorrow. Brother, madness. Straight madness are going on in Jamaica. From the top, the police force, JDF, JCF, are straight madness are going on. The man don't know the law, the man them are the police. So you have to deal with people the right way in the street if you don't know the law. No wonder the man them do foolishness. No wonder the man them do foolishness. Listen to the man again, brother. I say, yo, people, I want thing you not go and good enough. Me have to beg you to like up your life. That don't make no sense. You don't need to do better, brother. Because me I get a fight. You don't need to like up your life. I'm getting a serious fight from YouTube. My people them usually watch me. They not get no notification. Can you guys please double tap the screen with no finger like this, please? Double tap the screen with no finger like this, please. We need 100 likes right now. Seriously. I could go back to this, brother. Mr. Blake. Wow. No, sir. Me I play back from the start, people. More your
Wisdom
question.
warriors, hear this.
More your
Incidents that
question.
we're seeing playing out on social media, where citizens
No, man, me no say you do it
or
already, man.
complain, let me use the word complain, of police officers compelling them to give up the password for their cell phones. We've also seen instances where citizens are ticketed for the daylight running lights on the cars, as well as the fog lamps. Can you indicate, sir, the legality of, well, I may not say the legality, but the basis on which a police officer would, for example, demand a citizen's passport to their phone, the legal basis and the basis on which a citizen is ticketed for a daylight running light with light on their vehicle?
Commissioner, don't come forward, but I want the question of ask for the password. It's wrong, but something that police will not have an interest to, because scamming is what is called a problem.
Yes. Right. Good question. Thank you for those questions, because they give me the opportunity to speak on them. Let me first say there's a process.
Screen,
There's a process, and the process certainly is not coercing someone on that scene to give up their password. There's a process, and it is a court order has to be made, and so it is not right. It's not legal. Let me just say that clear. And we have since communicated to our members when that came to our attention that has been a practice.
Kevin Blake, I own a try fall. A long time them something happen. Long.
So the man say him communicate to them since me a practice. Make we want to have a press officer because I'm stressed out there, man.
Long time them something happen. And it get worse. It get worse. Since Andrew Wellness come in power, it get worse. Everything just turn up on the poor citizens. But
no, Kevin, Mr. Blake. This is why I say 3 blind mice. Because that statement make me feel like say you're not aware of these things already been happening. You understand what I say? It's been happening on the first, and guess what? It's not gonna be the last. I will not come out and say this. I just choose some people that like courthouse, you know. I choose some people that like courthouse. I'm tell you that. Really?
Sometimes I don't feel sorry for una citizen, you know, because enough of the time I want to see one back Andrew Wellness. Really and truly, I don't feel sorry for una. You understand? But one thing with me, when I see something is not right, my wisdom warriors, I have to look out against it. Yeah, man. When I see the police, them are the foolishness, I have to come out and speak up, no matter what. No matter what. And I want to know Jamaican people, both PNP, Labour Right, everybody well-thinking Jamaicans, I want to know open up on the eye and see what is going on. I want to know open up on the eye, and can't go on like a fool in this.
True,
I tell you no, trust me. We have to firm in the Gideon. I tell you no. We are moving on, my wisdom warriors, because right now, the office of the political ombudsman.
Alright. So, I want to know, say, when police stop, you know, they're not going to ask if you're a Labour Right or you're a PNP, yeah? So when you see JFG stand up for Jamaican people, them, and I demand body-worn cameras, all I don't know where I take it political, say, as something we are fight against this side of the party, and is a freaking idiot. You don't know damn sense. You know that dunce. Anyone out there do that, you know dunce. I don't business which side on the and PNP, you know dunce if you don't do that. You understand what I say? Because it's about you, the citizen, and upholding your human rights. Because the man they deal with the elder over there. You don't know father? You see man they deal with that some woman, me I say, yo, I just pray God say me not in that situation there. Because I don't have sense really, you know. Me I want clean clothes, mad smarty, I look like some absence. I tell you, me not have no sense. Me don't want that side of me they go click. None at all. Because I probably going up dead. I just the truth. Me not have no sense. So me avoid things, brother. And me have good control. Me learn how to. Me lock up, you know watch Naruto. Me lock up a demon in our vault and me dash her a key. But the demon then strong enough, so you know it go. Me just a say. You understand what I deal with? A real thing I tell you. I'm kind of afraid of the demon, so I just lock him up and put him in our vault. Deep down our place. But me really not have no sense for you. I come from a line of some people where not have no sense. I just the truth. My mother not in a sense neither, you know. And my father not in a sense. But them are good people still. They never get in no trouble. But don't cross them. My mother used the blood of Jesus and prayer. It's not somebody for ramp with. That when you go up and film me, God help you. Not. God is against you. I see it all the time. Whole heap of people try it. All me, the amount of pressure set up for me. So I'm glad. I'm say, I put the demon in one place. Believe. So I don't really know how I go react if the man them violate me certain way upon the road. And I know so I don't do nothing. So I try to stay from them thing there. Only for police know me. Me is not a troublemaker. You understand what I deal with? Me a good youth. Me not trouble people. Me avoid things. Because me say me know myself and me know look at the man because me but one at a time and me get scared. Me say, yo, you know say me lock you up. Because if you come out and a problem for me, I might lose my life. You understand? It's just the truth. But somewhere I see man and deal with the people in the road, I say, brother, what that for? Like, alright. The police is supposed to be the one that we are peace officer for de-escalate things. With them in control of the situation. But it's like them escalate the situation. Yo, island static. Yo, one of the things I joke me I'm making about, I read me I telling you the honest truth about myself, you know. Me I telling you the honest truth about myself. I had an experience, trust me. A long time ago. Listen, we don't talk about that. But what me I say, the man is supposed to be the one that de-escalate things. But when I look in a video, it's like them not have no patience, they not calm. They're more irritated more than the citizen them. You supposed to be the rock in the situation. You're supposed to be confident and you have control. When them attack, I say, sir, ma'am, calm down. You have to know about conflict resolution. You understand? Me learn that and big up to heart. Big up to heart. Me got a heart. You have to learn conflict resolution. You have to learn how to deal with irate people. That's one thing where they probably have to incorporate in the police them teachings because I don't think them really. I don't know if they get that training there. Because some of the man them just dark, brother. The man them dark like them a criminal. Brother, you walk with M16 and them things that no, brother, you're supposed to. Me not feel safe around the police. The man ain't too dark, brother. The man ain't too dark. And I just say true, the man ain't now move professional. Enough of them now move professional. Them too dark, brother. I tell them I don't know when the man them go so. Remember say my human being, and look when the force of them I walk with. You understand what I say? Something can chip in that man them. Yo, brother, the man they need to fix things, bro. I tell you the truth, the man they really need to fix things. This can't continue in a after election. I mean no say from Marky G win that now, Mr. That I go fix because body won't come and I go be a must. So them have to cut out them the foolishness there. Straight. Body won't come and I go hold them accountable. So even if they want to get dark, they in trouble. No darkness around here. You see me? And that's the thing. Human element is the human element. Right? Sometimes you have to force accountability upon people. You see what I deal with? And they said there. My heart is done say, Father, I'm a brethren. You know what I talk about. Yo, I static. You know what I talk about. You know what I talk about. You know exactly what I talk about. The truth is just the truth. You know what I say.
So right now, the office...
No, yeah, them hungry for tuna Shayrock. The me I don't mobile. Bridget, I don't know. It's like you try look at hype. Yeah, the me already me done, but I don't understand how you take down the PMP poster them. And your poster still up from local government election. So you take down JLP poster. Crazy. But let's listen to the law about it. Let's listen to the law because we like the law, you know. We like the law. Let's listen to the law.
Of the political ombudsman has extended the deadline for Mayor of Montego Bay, Richard Vernon, to respond to a request concerning an alleged breach of the Code of Political Conduct. The Electoral Commission of Jamaica, ECJ, provided the update in a release to the media on Wednesday. The alleged breach concerns the removal of PNP campaign posters in St. James. My wisdom warriors, you see all what them do, the political ombudsman office, the so-called political ombudsman office, a foolishness them do. Them know say what the mayor did is wrong and it is unacceptable.
Facts.
You understand? It is wrong. And the mayor is being very troublesome, very mischievous. This is what he's doing. A war him want. That's all I can say, my wisdom warriors. Because if I read the act tell you, my wisdom warrior say it is okay. They don't need no consent. PNP no need no consent to put up no posters once in the campaign period. You understand me? And the act go on and said that if Andrew Holness called the election, you can put out a campaign posters, or if an election is pending, you can start putting out your posters. You understand me? So with this money I do know, him just a pick and choose, and I say him a go with the one with Andrew Holness to call the election. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You need to follow the law. You need to follow the law. You can't tell me say you don't understand the law. How you in them a big position here and don't understand the law? Make it make sense.
No sense.
Make it make sense. You in this big position and you don't understand the law of the lands. You don't understand, but you know exactly what you guys are doing. You not texted upon the PNP because you see that the PNP are lead and the bono and it's just the truth. And you don't want war to break out now. And you don't want PNP people to run out now and start take down phone board, because how comes phone board is up? But for PNP one, you remove it. So we can clearly see a war we no want, but guess what? We not war.
No
PNP
war.
Now war. We are leave,
Yes.
We are go the legal way. We not stay
lose
like
them. They know so they lose, man. That's why them are going someone. Lose
hurt you. It burn the mayor of Mobile. Richard, it burn you down. PNP are run things. Because very soon you will not be mayor anymore.
One Andre Arton, one Janice Allen. How you Rasta name again? Don't remember what Rasta name, but it's like the Andre Arton. I tell you, that you they need for the in the parliament. People don't do the right thing. Him have plans to Jamaica. Right. And I talk about building the economy and incorporating technology with it. That you they have a brain box. Andre Arton, that you there? Want to make sure so you don't have him in a blur now parliament.
Very soon. So it bonyo. It bonyo. My wisdom warriors, I want to take in Diane Jackson Miller because she make it very, very clear that PNP points are valid. And what?
Yo, man, me give that labor right here look a bit of attention. Me I gonna ask you a reverse question. When PNP win, what you gonna do? Me confident there's no true democratic, fair election that is going to be kept in Jamaica and JLP win. It is not possible. The people ain't done with Andrew Holness. The people in JLP done with Andrew Holness. If you don't believe me, I'm going to play one tape. But me tape today from Dre Bryan show. He liberate them a fight to them one another. You remember good. Since as you never know, let me inform you about that. But hold on, we're gonna get there. Me like how you say that. Just stick around. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere.
That PNP points are valid.
Don't go nowhere.
And what the mayor doing is clearly unacceptable. So my wisdom warriors, take a listen to this.
PNP put up ads, JLP Municipal Corporation take them down. PNP say left with things.
So this is Diane Jackson Miller. And the situation where they are mobile, she's explaining both sides and both arguments. We want to listen.
JLP Municipal Corporation say what you got to do. Cascas coming to you from the front lines of the general election campaign in Jamaica. The St. James Municipal Corporation, which is controlled by the Jamaica Labour Party, has been pulling down advertisements put up by the opposition People's National Party in the Montego Bay area. Boy, old-time Jamaicans said trouble not set like rain, but in this case, I would have to argue that trouble did set like rain because you could just see the political storm brewing here, not true. Now, the JLP Mayor, Richard Vernon, has been insisting that the municipal corporation has been pulling down the PNP ads because they didn't get permission from the municipal corporation to put them up. And he's quoting from the 1978 Town and Country Planning Advertisement Control Regulations. Now, when you look at the regulations, for real, they say that no advertisement should be displayed displayed without the consent of the local planning authority. That's the municipal corporation. Except. Scroll down a little more and you see 13.1, which says you don't need consent to put up an ad that is specifically related to a pending parliamentary or local government election. So, one...
I'm going to play that back. I'm going to play that back for you people in my slow. Listen to that again.
Has been pulling down the PNP ads because they didn't get permission from the municipal corporation to put them up. And he's quoting...
So what she does show you a while ago is the basis of which the mayor of Mobile is taking down the PNP stuff. But it's like the mayor read right this and stop. He never go all the way down. The 13.1 part, him left it out. Him never think about read that. Listen.
From the 1978 Town and Country Planning Advertisement Control Regulations. Now, when you look at the regulations, for real, they say that no advertisement should be displayed without the consent of the local planning authority. That's the municipal corporation. Except. Scroll down a little more and you see 13.1, which says you don't need consent to put up an ad that is specifically related to a pending parliamentary or local government election.
So, the election is pending. The election is pending to the point where on September 3rd and 15th, between September 3rd and 15th, the government will be dissolved. The JLP time in power is coming to an end by the Constitution, September 3rd to 15th. No government. The Governor General is the one that is going to assume temporary powers until an election is called 3 months after that. September 15 to December 15. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the year of the general election. And there is nothing they can do legally about it. Nothing. You hear me say? Legally. Nothing. And if they were so confident about a third term, they would have called it already.
So once a parliamentary or a local government election is pending, it's political carnival. Green and orange galore. Ads from both sides galore. But hold on. Remember, what the law says is that you don't need consent to put up the ads if an election is pending. But it doesn't tell us what pending means.
That part.
No, judges got the dictionaries, Yeah, they got the dictionaries a lot of the times if they want to look up what
is no God
means. So let's look up pending. So Merriam-Webster says pending means while awaiting something. So in this case, pending the general election means while awaiting the general election, except that doesn't take us much further because, for instance, I'm sure the PNP has been awaiting the next general election since being buried by the JLP in the 2020 general election landslide. Just an example. So we still need to know what pending means. Now, clearly, if an election has actually been called, then we can say it's pending. But what about no election, no call? But we do know, based on the Constitution, that Parliament will dissolve automatically on September 14, 2025 if no election has been called before that. Now, the PNP's position, therefore, is that they're allowed to put up the ads because we are now in a campaign period, an election campaign period. And that's because we actually do have a definition of what is a campaign period based on the Representation of the People Act 2016. It says a campaign period for an election starts either on the day on which the election date is officially announced by the Prime Minister, and we know that hasn't happened yet. But it also says the campaign period starts 54 months, that's 4.5 years, after government takes office. In this case, that was mid-September 2020, so the current campaign period started mid-March 2025. Obviously, the reason for this is that whether the Prime Minister calls the election or not, we have to have elections. So the law has an automatic start date for campaigning to begin, even if the Prime Minister hasn't sent off the race. And you can learn more about when the election date is due in my video that you can see here. I'll link it below in the description. I'll also link it at the end of this video. Point here, though, is that this election campaign period started mid-March 2025. Now, the PNP's argument is that that means an election is pending, and therefore, according to the law, they can now put up political ads without the consent of the municipal corporation. So what is the mayor's argument? Well, he is saying that no election is pending because no election has been officially called by the Prime Minister. I have to say, though, that I think the PNP's argument is valid here. We are in a legally prescribed election campaign period, and it seems reasonable, therefore, that an election is pending. Also, there's no other law I've seen that gives us another definition that would say what pending means. I think it has to be more to it than just the calling of the election. Even when you look at the Representation of the People Act, they give two definitions of when you can have the start of an election campaign period. And sure, one is when the Prime Minister officially calls the election, which is what the mayor is contending, but they give another definition, which is 4.5 years after the government has been in office, and that's the one that the PNP is relying on. So the law actually gives two alternatives as to when an election period can start. And by the way, in Kingston and St. Andrew, where I live, both the PNP and the JLP are obviously operating on the basis that we are in a campaign period. Two sides have posters up everywhere. The mayor said he's right, and if the PNP don't like it, they must go court. PNP said up in no who for frightened, and they have in fact gone to court, and this is what they're asking for. So they're applying for leave or permission to apply for judicial review. Just a reminder that judicial review is a two-step process. You have to first apply for leave to apply for judicial review. In other words, you have this first kind of preliminary stage to weed out the full application then. So the three PNP candidates who have taken this matter to court are Andre Horton, Janice Allen, and Alan Bernard. And what they're asking for is leave to apply for judicial review to remove their political advertisements. They're asking for a court order of what is called certiorari, meaning an order that would quash, meaning render null and void, wipe out the decision of the municipal corporation to remove their political ads. They also want judicial review of the motion that had been passed by the municipal corporation in their finance committee meeting, where it prohibited displaying ads for parliamentary candidates. They also want a prohibition order which would stop the municipal corporation and its officers, servants, or agents from removing or interfering with the ads. They also want an order of mandamus, that's an order where the court can make you do something. So they want a court order compelling the municipal corporation, its officers, servants, or agents to return, restore, or reinstate the ads. They're also asking for a declaration that the municipal corporation acted ultra-vires, unlawfully, and in breach of procedural fairness in causing their ads to be removed, and also in passing that motion in the finance committee prohibiting the advertisements. And then they're asking for damages as well. It would be an absurdity, they're saying, not to accept that as a period during which you can say an election is pending. They're saying this because they're arguing that political advertisements are a natural part of parliamentary campaigns, and they have to report how much they spend on their election. And therefore, they say their expenditure, the amount they spend on the advertisements, would form part of their financial reporting obligations. So they're saying if within that 6-month period, they have to report the amount that they're spending on political ads, it would be absurd not to say that this is the same period during which an election is pending.
So my wisdom warriors, want to hear what is going on, want to see what is going on, want to really...
So ladies and gentlemen, that situation is there's no going around it. It's very, very simple. This is the situation. The PNP is right. The PNP is right. When it comes down to the law, the PNP is right on this one here. Hold on, somebody, I was on a long call. Call Mr. Cashwin. Let me send out this real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you, say, boy. Life is lifing, guys. Life is lifing. Life is lifing. So it's very, very simple. The guy from down so, please save this. It's important to know what is going on in the country. Alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna download this video when I'm done. And shout out to the person that texts me. You know what you text me about. You're new. I appreciate what you did, okay? But I text you back, so you're supposed to know what time it is. Let me call you. Let me call the person. Please save this, is important to know. Hello? I'm live. I just wanted to call you and tell you thanks, yeah?
Hello?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, y'all hear me? Yeah, y'all hear me? Yeah, man, I just wanted to call you and tell you thanks. I'm live though. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I text you, so check the text. All right, big up yourself. You want to be a part of the WhatsApp group? Okay, all right. Yeah, man. Big up that call today because, man, I tell you, Jano, she really look out for me a while ago. I don't take things like gas prices down, really. It says revised mobile perimeter. Jamaica lauded for leadership role in ozone protection. Former Deputy Speaker in Barbados found not guilty of rape. Wildcat being sought in Black River is a ocelot, not a tiger cub, says JDF. But ocelots, them can grow big, like what Andrea said. Literacy begins at home. PMP urges parents, teachers to play a greater role in getting children to read. Man unalived. What? Man unalived in Otrios community? When did this happen? 18 hours ago. Wait a minute. Miller Wisdom honored for service to John Rollins Success Primary. What is that making sense? Renowned educator Ivan Miller Wisdom was celebrated, blah blah blah. But this is not the article. This is the article. That's not the article. Hold on there. Please save this is important. Okay. I don't know. Renowned. I don't know what I'm gonna say. One of the people. LAG regional still highest level in inequity in the world. Disclose the money. Baby shortage. What? There's baby shortage? Birth deliveries falling at Victoria Jubilee. Damn, nobody having babies. Man, hey, life is tough, man. Hey, baby shortage. Attorney claims child jail after withholding cell phone password. Oh yes, you remember that story there with the youth? Who remember that story? With the young man that the police alleged to ask him for his password and the young man forgot his password. He got nervous. That's the story, right? Sorry. Robert Pre, man unalived in crash in St. Elizabeth. Damn. I news me. I go through now on a spiritual resistance to open what? Godfest? What? Spiritual resistance to open Godfest? What the hell is Godfest? What is Godfest, y'all? I'm supposed to if you guys are gonna leave, at least hit the like button. Like goodness, them just awful. Like I don't know. Godfest. Festival in Savannah, or goal, educate, elevate. What is this? Isaac spoke on the cell phone issue. Oh, he did? In his life? Oh, wait a minute. Let me go on. What's the timestamp? I need to hear that. I need to hear that.
Oh, one. Are tuned in through the YouTube. Welcome. And to my people on TikTok who's been with me from the pre-show. Let's call it the pre-show, so put it that way. Welcome, and big up yourself. I'm talking today about, a topic that's dear to me, education. If ever there was a thing that when somebody says education matters, well.
Shirak, what was the timestamp? What are was it 100 days in the Trump? Was it late in the show or middle of the show?
Context matter.
Was it late in the show or middle of the show? Which one was it?
Comprehending content and putting it in. His life ended. Well, I got videos floating around where it's now being said that he was, the Joe grind for Cassie, and Diddy didn't like that, and there was some beef, and they're establishing this whole, profile for Diddy. But depending on the platform and how you understand the legal ramifications and following the case legally, not the tabloid stuff.
People,
welcome back to Prime Time. Special welcome once again to our
people want to think about Alice. I come back. Want to think about Alice. Want to think. Want to listen to this.
viewers on TVJ International in the Cayman Islands and online. OneSpotMedia.com. Up first this evening, the return of vendor Alice Waugh to Crab Circle has triggered mixed reactions after she was reportedly banned from the popular food spot in 2023 over a public health breach. But as Jamila Maitland now reports, the health department says she has fulfilled all the requirements for the issuance of a food handler's permit.
Alice Waugh is back at Crab Circle.
Alice is back, baby.
Them greet me nice and good. Alice, me glad to see you come back. Waugh, who was at the center of a public health breach in October 2023 that triggered the closure of the popular food spot, was seen for the first time in almost 2 years. Her presence, however, triggered more questions from a concerned public. Chief Health...
No, me personally, I wasn't following up the news when this particular story broke out. I want to ask you, the citizens of Jamaica. And Sassy, big up yourself, because I this year earlier. Big up yourself. No, I want to ask the citizens of Jamaica. Are you guys okay with her reinstatement? I just want to know. I just want to know. Are you guys okay with that? Wow. Only give me a second there, people. Just get a message a while ago.
And then grow up and talk you, and then come up now and turn police, and it's like, why? Then if they kill it, go kill people illegal, police go kill them, so them turn police and start killing people.
Mighty God.
I take revenge. Revenge, come and take. Remember me there.
Where's the shoot? Yo, hectic, I want notice money, you know. Yo, hectic, you know what hectic say? The sun was a bit too much for you. You're leaving on Sunday, so Shayrock. So Shayrock, oh you not give me a link. Oh you come to Jamaica and give me a link. You're not going good, man. Shayrock flying and give me no link, people. Shayrock now go on good, you see? Shayrock a deal with me. Yo, you deal with me differently. Yo, we can't believe you, Shayrock. Them say, hectic say, oh, hectic, I'm supposed to play something for you, though. Yes, the rotted. Hectic. Thank you. Hey, hectic, you don't know, say, your party in a problem and trouble. Backside, you think I joke? Me done with Alan, me done with she. Hold on a little bit. Can I play it? Oh, the only way me can play it. If me me have to turn this in me have to edit this. So people wanna get an exclusive right now, alright? Wanna get an exclusive. Hold on. Wanna go get an exclusive. Wanna listen this. It's an exclusive. Wanna get it now? This is gonna be premiered at 10:30, but I'm gonna give you guys exclusive. So you see all of the faithful them whenever leave a while ago, wanna get an exclusive.
I look good for the labor rights them. Is who that a while ago. Thank you, uncle.
Yeah, man, you're not get an exclusive.
Ready, Jamaica. Colonel. With them. Like there might be something down there. Not doing nothing at all more than the main road to Wola to Mapen. Then come and then do the cup. Read between turn center Them say 40 dead. Me feel.
Are this one? There's 3 of them. It's the last one. Now we'll go up on my next page. I think I have it already playing on my other page. 1 second, guys. Yeah. Yeah, man. See it, yeah?
Hour later.
The my skillest thing, man.
Here we have police.
Look good so far.
Listen to this.
Go down that road.
Listen to this. Hectic. Listen to this.
Quebec and corner you go.
Listen to this, Hectic.
Again to
Hectic, where the Hectic? Open and running now.
For North Central St. Andrew, whose seat is now in disrepute, to consider running in the next general. Can we imagine Jamaica 86-year-old Carl Samuda cannot find a successor? Jamaica People Labour Party is in. I don't even know what words to use to describe the situation up there in North Central St. Andrew. And because I am lost for words, I am going to allow the labor rights them to explain it to me because I am lost for words. So listen to the warning, Jamaica, what the labor rights are saying this morning.
I am warning the Labour Party. I am warning the Labour Party. I am talking in this forum for the party chairman himself to hear it personally and other senior members of the Labour Party. That the Labour Party don't be careful how they handle this North Central St. Andrew replacement. Again to, sorry about that, again to damage the Labour Party so much. And the leader.
And the who?
Just don't hide from the truth.
Yes.
The sentiment through the entire Jamaica, and it has gone overseas now, is that the leader seemed to want to award
Trouble in a paradise.
a personal friend
Trouble.
the seat. And the entire country is watching it. And if the chairman and other senior members of the Labour Party ever allowed that to happen, the Labour Party and the leader will never be able to recover from this damage. No matter the damage control. And the only thing can avoid that is to put it in the hands of the delegate of North Central St. Andrew to choose who they want to represent them. They know how to way out. Because every crevice and corner you go,
What is profitable?
especially Labour rights, is telling you what is happening here is very, very shameful and disgraceful. And Labour rights have been turned off of what is really happening here.
My God.
And I am warning the Labour Party.
Yes.
On the behalf of those people.
Like up alive, people, like up alive.
Complaining, but not for you to hear them vibes. Be very careful. Be very careful. Because this is going to damage the Labour Party so much. It will hurt the Labour Party so much that it's going to have a problem for the rest of its life. Getting young people to join the Labour Party and work their way through, because it will be telling them is who know you or who you know will decide if you get a safe seat. So be careful. Be careful. And don't take this warning as a simple matter. It's a serious thing. People is talking, people is complaining. It don't look good so far. So don't go down that road. Don't you dare bypass the delegates of North Central St. Andrew and give it to any friend.
Jamaica. When you hear what's happening over there? After that meeting, it was brought to my attention, Jamaica, that the General Secretary of the Jamaica Labour Party, Dr. Horace Chang, has now find himself, as Cliff Hughes would say, a state of bother. But this is more than a state of bother, And you know what Horace Chang had to do, Jamaica? Horace Chang had to swallow his pride and ask Carl Samuda to reconsider his position and run in North Central St. Andrew. You know what that means? Delana could have char higher in Jamaica. Delana not getting that seat up there, What is it that is so difficult for Andrew Holness to give the people of North Central what they want? Not that I care. But if it was the PNP in such a predicament, the Labour rights, they would have talk and talk and talk. So like all the shows is on the other of me, I go talk. Why is it that the Prime Minister think it's so hard to give the seat to Delano Steve Wright? Instead of giving the seat to Delano Steve Wright, the General Secretary is now going back to the man who want to go yard, go sit down with him, Grand Pitney and rock in a rocking chair. Horace Chang is asking Carl Samunda to consider going back to contest the seat. Lord Jesus have mercy. Jamaica, it gets worse because just when you think info did finish, it just started in Jamaica. No one to know what Delano Steve Wright do them. Listen to the disgruntled blogger, Cohen Lewis, more popularly known as Infomedia. I don't want on TikTok a cuss and I don't want to cuss. One of the things I can cuss and make me feel bad. I don't know what energize me more. I don't want to cuss about info for Cliff Hughes and info this and info. Because me love me party. I mean, I work with nobody who just take a stand and toss people aside. Make the delegates decide that me say. Belmont Road is we and we is Belmont Road. And our life keep up building. Life keep up building. We don't go to Belmont Road is not at all. Life keep up building. For those who are talking about Belmont Road and life. If somebody they get it right down, life keep up building life. You never know that. We're not doing like what? Belmont Road is we and we is Belmont Road if you never know. Belmont Road is me and you and the rest of people them. Belmont Road can't stand by itself. Because if you don't go in the building, maybe the building can make decision. The building can make decision by itself. What kind of dumb people in the Father God? The building can make decision by itself. Me need not steal and this and that. Me make it be known. Me don't need no cheerleader. Me don't want nobody tell me nothing. Because me well within my right. Everybody have one vote, one voice. So the talk about one tax, the talk about one tax. Bertie, you go on nationwide, and I said the party must make the delegates them choose. Nothing wrong with that. Let the delegates them choose. The delegates are smart enough to choose who they want. You understand? The delegates, what wrong with that? If I was queen, Councillor Colonel, nothing wrong with that. Allow the delegates to choose. And info you make pay your life. Info you make. Oh, what's that? shoes. What is wrong? What do I get about PNP? PNP, I make lies on PNP. What's a PNP want clearly? Make it get them shoes. Nothing wrong with that. Go and kill up on yourself and shit up on yourself so far. What wrong with this statement? I said Andrew Holness came and the other day when the war down at Westmoreland and said the party is a democratic process and the democratic process speaker have to stand by the democratic process. So what do the word democratic mean? What do the word democratic mean? Hold on there. Jamaica people. Only no sister. The food that share and it look like info no get none of the food where share. Hey, info about him party. Wait, info look on his own party and say then don't. Jesus have mercy. Jamaica people, it gets worse. Don't understand why the party I run up and down like a headless chicken and the delegates are still exist. Why the delegates don't choose and just second the seat and we move on? Why so much seat gets much attention? Which part me wrong in that day? Why do I run up and down and I go like them and idiot and everybody turn idiot because info go and confused? What the fuck?
Uno not share live, uno not like up your life.
Everybody turn idiot, info go on YouTube. Everybody turn idiot now. Info go on YouTube, go say this, go say that, info. Like seriously.
People are exclusive, this, you know?
I'm not nervous, right?
Exclusive.
Foundation. We must agree to disagree. The party must, you're not going to speak, the party must agree, we must. When we say it's little, think of what is going on there, they see, you know, if we don't know politics. When we come out, go say, if we don't know on the runway. If you know what is happening, don't say we're not labor right, but me firm labor right, me firm. Me not calm, me not turn. Me not ban labor right and nobody care about the party. No boy, no girl, no matter about no say, we have to kill yourself. We not run around and start life and we not chat. Oh, what info can I party? I info do this, I info do that. And then, what info do? What info do? What info do what politician do? Eh? You see politician take a party court, take the party to court. Since that's what I talk history. Politician take the party to court. Labor right take labor right to court. Eh? We never come cuss up. If we know the party history. What we do is nothing. We want to say, look, let the constitution speak. What wrong with that? If we live bright, we don't know what we are talking about. Allow the constitution to speak. Nothing wrong with that. I want to use the constitution down at St. Elizabeth. I want to lose your Westmoreland. I want to use your Manchester. Make it like a Kingston too. We can't work at Kingston. I said country and I said party. And I told the next boat, we don't have to go dead down no sleep. I love info. We don't have to go dead down no sleep. If the constitution can't work in a JC Hutchinson seat, if the constitution can't work at Westmoreland, the constitution can't work at Manchester, it's supposed to work at Kingston and St. Andrew. We're not dead down no sleep because the truth is just the truth. You think I told me to people can tell me say they don't labor right? What do you think of that? Only work like me for party. We have all right to speak. I am a member, paid up member. But to now run up and down and chat live and talk about if you're going to PNP. Phone look at that now go nowhere. Phone look at that now go nowhere. Only talk now go nowhere. The party now. What do you attack the party now? How much of the party know? How much of the government official know? They can't call nobody. Nobody know, no? Only they are killing for themselves for party when they know, no? Look back, no? Nobody recognize, no? Nobody recognize, no? Now shit up on yourself and kill up on yourself with the one vote like myself, yeah? One vote, one voice, one shit up so far. Eh? Who know, no? Who know the party? Nobody know, no? So we're gonna start 150 live and chat on the one step. I will still be a liberator and I will still safeguard the future of my party by speaking out of any injustice within that movement. Any injustice. Because you don't come and talk about me should I call and make phone call. What do you know? Nothing? You don't come on TikTok because TikTok is a platform where you can't talk. You don't know nothing? You don't go ahead. Run them info, run them. Info. Oh, that live. Raman Ellis. Yes, nephew.
Info, good evening.
Good evening, nephew.
And good evening to all your listeners, your viewers this afternoon here, this evening here. So, the big question everybody is asking info. Will the country hear what position the GLP will be taken towards North Central, St. Andrew this week. It is on everybody's lips. Because I don't know if you're aware that some of the residents in that seat have a demonstration Friday of last week. I hear about the demonstration and we have to hold it down. One in the Labour Party that they are concerned of coming, the General Secretary made on an interview on a particular radio program, and they making the party know that they want the right in which the Constitution gives them to choose who is to represent them. And I only hope that the Labour Party, and as you rightly say yesterday yourself, that if you can use the delegate to choose the leader, it's only that the only way you get to have the leader is the delegates go to the arena and vote for who they want to lead the party. Then why you should abandon the delegates in some seat and big seat and choose who they want to represent. Exactly, because they use the delegates in Westmoreland, they use the delegates in St. Elizabeth, they use the delegates in Manchester. Why not use it in Kingston and St. Andrew? Why? What's the problem? That's the question I ask. I have the right to ask that question, and some of them have got digital no sleep coming out of asking. Info, when you see certain comments, my advice to you not to pay to the mind, because as you hear me say over and over, that some of us who say we are labor right have done more harm to the party. And if the Labour Party should follow them, the Labour Party will never win one seat in the parliament. And it's guys like you and those who think like you and talk like you are in the best interest of the Labour Party and is able to make the Labour Party win state power. And I remember a comment former leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, Bruce Colin, say some years ago that one of the problems the Labour Party have is to keep state power. And it's people like those who made those kind of comments is causing the Labour Party to lose state power. Because they know nothing about politics. They like it. They like it. They may be getting special attention. But they don't know that if the party don't empower and keep state power, they can't get that special attention. So I would advise you going forward to ignore them. They are enemies to the party. So don't pay them any mind. Leave them, they say what they want to say, and don't pay them any mind. I mean, we come back to the matter and yes, this.
The Labour Party movement is in disarray this afternoon.
Personal interest. I am saying this afternoon. If it go down that road, it's going to be very embarrassing. And the only way to avoid that misunderstanding out there is to set a date and announce a date for a runoff. And if it's 1, 2, or 3 person, make the workers choose who they want to represent them.
I'm saying allow them to choose. That's all I'm asking for.
And I'm sure, and I believe the years of history and those who have their character will realize that the people is determined that you must go to the delegate. And I'm advising them, please, before the end of this week, make the entire country hear the date and the name of those who will go in the runoff in North Central St. Andrew. If you fail to take the road in doing so, it's going to be shameful. And the Labour Party are going to have a project to recover. You saying something, bro?
I want to bear the news to the Labour rights them this afternoon. I want to know what? It will not happen. I don't know what Delano Sebright has done to Andrew Holness and his team, but it is clear Delano will not get that seat in North Central, you know. Hence the reason why Horace Chang, the meeting that the Labour rights them had yesterday, Horace Chang asked Carl Sabuda to revisit his decision and return and run as the candidate to North Central St. Andrew. So let me ask you something. And we couldn't, first of all, the Labour, to show that the Labour Party worthless and nasty and dirty, you know. Remember, say, Adley Shaw and Carl Samuda. Kick them out of the party, them never even know, say, Horace Chang and Andrew and to them. They went on the airwaves and tell the country, say neither Adley Shaw nor Carl Samuda will be running in the next election. You know, quoting them, no had no conversation with them, you know. Carl Samuda said he was so disappointed in hear the announcement on radio. Nobody no have no sit down with him. I tell you, so they never write them nasty and worthless and dirty and pink, you know. And here we have Horace Chang, like a dog returning to its vomit. Come back now to Carl Samuda and I beg the man to reconsider the decision and return as the can. Jesus have mercy, Mr. Labour done. See? Labour Party is finished. And Andrew Michael Holness and make sure they mash it up before he come out. Eh? Jamaica people, Carl Samuda can't tell the nation, him and Adley Shaw, say him and them no have no conversation, say now go back Bolo. And Horace Chang go past Bradley Avenue, Mouthpiece Station and inform the nation. That Carl Samuda tell him, Horace Chang, so he's not going back to run in this election. And Carl Samuda came out and denied. Carl Samuda said he was surprised and he heard it on the airwaves like everybody else. And here we have Horace Chang, like a dog returning to the vomit. To beg the spearman when kick one side, say me I beg you, consider going back and run. But the question I must ask Jamaica, why is it that they find Delano Sebright so unfit and unproper to run? Is it so bad that the party have to be asking Carl Samuda, man who is well in his 80s, to run again? Something is happening. The betrayal, Jamaica, me tell you, say no sit well with Andrew. That Andrew give Delano Sebright Senate position and put him in our ministry. And Delano Sebright go against the wishes of Andrew. So all the Labour rights that you put a ball and char iron, your learned friend will not be getting that seat up here.
That's nothing to do with it.
Yes, I agree. Tizo fire that Delano is not Andrew's puppet. But one thing one must understand is that the Prime Minister is a very vindictive man. And even though Delano civil rights show sign of wanting the seat and going against the wishes of the Prime Minister, it is clear, Jamaica, that Andrew Holness will go to no harm. Remember, veto power lies with the Prime Minister, you know. It no matter who the General Secretary wants to select. It no matter who the delegates them want to select. If the even if 10,000 people in the North Central say yes, they'll see what they want, the Prime Minister have the veto powers to handpick who he want. And it is clear that democracy no abounds among North Central St. Andrew. The delegates must decide. That is what we are accustomed to in the PNP. But the labor rights them don't know about democracy. Huh? I wonder if Arthur Muda will turn over to the PNP like what he did back then. I wonder if Mike Henry will turn over to the PNP like when he first started. Interesting times are ahead, Jamaica. Interesting times are ahead. Jamaica people, it gets worse still. It is getting worse by the hour. MPs are on the chopping block. Jamaica people, Lord Jesus with me, we can't even open up the phone line them today. Jamaica people, give me a second because this not sit well with me at all.
I don't feel proud, I feel good, I'm put on a ring.
The Prime Minister has indicated to a number of persons, including members of his, that changes are coming. Changes, I gather, he has indicated, are coming following the party's failure to win the local government elections 6 weeks ago. I gather he told members of the Jamaica Labour Party Standing Committee last week that the party failed and they will have to do a serious post-mortem examination as to why it failed to perform based on expectations, why it failed to hold a majority in a number of councils and got wiped out in some of them, why it failed to win the popular vote, it lost control of the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. And I gather, as part of the post-mortem and preparations following that performance, he has told the Labourites that changes are coming to the Labour Party as a political organization and to the government of Jamaica, which he leads. And I gather further that the party's highest decision-making body outside of its annual conference, the central executive of the governing party, that the members have been summoned to a meeting come Sunday at the party's Belmont Road headquarters. And how it is being suggested to me, the Prime Minister has indicated that based on the changes that are coming, the party will have to be apprised and is looking forward to their support. So the Central Executive has been called to a meeting on Sunday at Belmont Road in anticipation of the changes. I don't know if the changes will be announced before Sunday during the course of this week or after that Central Executive meeting. I don't know. But what is clear, the Prime Minister has made it known that political changes are coming to the government and to the party organization. And this shouldn't be a surprise. The Labour Party organization just did not fire on February 26th. And for several reasons, you may ask, but that's for another occasion. Thank you. The time.
God of Daniel this afternoon. The class full from 9 o'clock till now, 500 and odd people strong. I want to thank you all for participating. Jamaica, I don't understand you, but I just don't have any more time to waste on the labor rights then. It has been an excellent show, and tomorrow the same. I have a very interesting guest coming on tomorrow.
Uma 4,020, yeah?
Daddy. No.
4,000. What happened to my phone?
But we now go derail me pro. You know we full up on breaking news, but we now derail my program.
Where you say why I'm look so scared? Never any live here. Big up on yourself.
Jamaica.